Hello students, we are solving problems under assessment of individuals. In this session, let us solve one problem relating to this. Go through this problem. Prakash submits the following particulars: compute his taxable income and liability for the assessment year 2020-21. Gross salary income rupees 2,50,000, professional tax paid rupees 2,400. Here, income from salary is not directly given, but informations are available. Gross salary 2,50,000. From this, you have to deduct two items. First one, professional tax paid by him rupees 2,400 given in the problem. That amount you have to deduct from gross salary. And one more item is standard deduction rupees 50,000. That you have to deduct from gross salary. When you deduct these two items, you get the income from salary of Mr. Prakash. In this year, that is a standard deduction 50,000. In previous year, as you already studied, that was 40,000. In this year, 10,000 increased. Okay, that is the first one, computation of salary income. Second one, see, rent from house property 6,000 per month, municipal tax paid thereon 3,000 per annum. Here also, income from house property is not directly given. Rent from house property per month amount is given, that is 6,000. For 12 months it becomes 72,000. From that you have to deduct municipal tax paid 3,000 per annum. Carefully observe, it is per annum and rent per month. You have to deduct from 72,000 this municipal tax 3,000 rupees. You get annual value. From that annual value, standard deduction 30% of annual value you have to deduct to get income from house property. See the next one, income from the business before allowing the following deductions rupees 1,50,000. Salary to staff 3,000. Interest on capital 2,000, salary to proprietor 25,000, income tax 10,000, bad debts 2,000. You have to deduct the outsider's expense only. Here, income from a business, from this amount 1,50,000, you have to deduct outsider's expense. Here only two items are there. First one, salary to staff and bad debts. Only these two items you have to deduct, because interest on capital, salary to proprietor, income tax, these are the expenses relating to Mr. Prakash only. That is why you have to consider only salary to staff and bad debts. When you deduct these two items from 1,50,000, you get profit from business. That is your third head of income. Next one, see, long-term capital gain from the sale of share of State Bank of India. This one is exempted from tax. Remember this one. Any income from sale of share of State Bank of India is exempted from tax under section 10. Okay. So, you should not consider this one. Next one, see, his other incomes are interest on post office SB account 4,000, interest on SB account, that is post office SB account, up to 3,500 is exempted from tax. Rest of the amount is taxable under other income. So, from 4,000, when you deduct 3,500 exempted amount, you get 500 as taxable interest on post office SB account. Second one, interest on bank deposits 5,000. Next one, interest on bank SB account 12,000. On this item, that is interest on bank SB account, there are two adjustments. First one, it is taxable under income from other sources, and second one, it can be claimed for deduction under section 80 TTA. Under section 80 TTA, interest on bank SB account up to 10,000 is deductible, that is claimed for deduction, and this section would however not be available to a resident senior citizen eligible for deduction under section 80 TTB. But here the age of Prakash is not mentioned, so you can consider this for deduction under section 80 TTA. Okay. Next one, amount withdrawn from PPF 50,000. As you know, PPF amount is tax free income, so it is exempted from tax. 50,000 withdrawn on the maturity of PPF, so it is exempted income. It is not taxable, it is tax free, that is withdrawal of PPF amount. So under income from other sources, you have to write it as exempted. That is about various heads of income and treatment of that heads. Next, see, he made the following payments during the previous year. First one, donation to Mangalore University 10,000 rupees. Remember this one, donation to any university is deductible under section 80G without limit 100%. Donation to any university, remember this one. Because of that reason, donation to Mangalore University deductible under section 80G without limit 100%. But any donation given to colleges, that is recognized colleges, for construction of building or renovation is deductible under section 80G without with the limit 50%. But this one, donation to Mangalore University, is without limit 100% deduction is allowable. Next one, medical insurance paid by check rupees 3,000. 80D, medical insurance premium paid up to 25,000 is deducted. Here only 3,000 is paid, so entire amount can be claimed for deduction. Next one, LIC premium paid on his life 10,000 and his married daughter's life 8,000. LIC premium paid on his own life, his spouse and children can be claimed for deduction under section 80C. So total of 18,000 can be claimed for deduction under section 80C. Next one, tuition fees paid for 2 children 10,000 under section 80C, it can be claimed for deduction. So these are the information relating to Mr. Prakash. Let us solve this problem, that is calculation of his taxable income and tax liability. As usual, you have to draw 3 columns. First one particulars and 2 amounts column. First head of income is income from a salary. Gross salary 2,50,000. As I explained earlier, you have to deduct professional tax 2,400. You get 2,47,600. From that, you have to deduct standard deduction under section 60 subsection IA 50,000. When you deduct this one, income from salary, you get 1,97,600 rupees. That is income from salary. Next one, see, income from house property. Gross annual value is given, that is rent paid by him is given, and no other information like a fair value and all not given. That is why you have to consider gross value as your rent paid, that is rent received. 6,000, that is per month amount is given, into 12 to get annual value 72,000 is the annual value. From that, you have to deduct municipal tax paid by him rupees 3,000. You get the annual value as rupees 69,000. Of this 69,000, 30% should be deducted as standard deduction. When you deduct 30% of this annual value 69,000 as standard deduction, you get 20,700. When you deduct this from annual value, you get income from house property as 48,300 rupees. That you can write in the second amount column. Next head of income is income from business. Gross business income is given 1,50,000. From that you have to deduct the expense of the company. Two items are there, salary to staff and bad debts, that is 3,000 and 2,000 respectively. When you deduct these two items, you get the income from a business as 1,45,000 rupees. Next head of income is capital gains. Long-term capital gains from sale of share of SBI is given, that is exempted from tax. Next one, income from other sources. First one, income interest on post office savings bank account up to 3,500 is exempted. So balance 500 is taxable. Second one, interest on bank deposit 5,000 and interest on savings bank deposit 12,000. See here, whole amount 12,000 is taxable under the head income from other sources, and see, it can be deducted up to 10,000 under section 80 TTA. Under section 80 TTA, interest on bank SB account 10,000 can be deductible, but here entire 12,000 is taxable. Remember that difference. Don't consider 12,000 for deduction under section 80 TTA, and also don't consider 10,000 for taxable income under income from other sources. Remember that difference. Okay. Next one, amount withdrawn from PPF, that is Public Provident Fund, exempted from tax. The total of income from other sources amounts to rupees 17,500. The total of 5 heads amounts to rupees 4,08,400 rupees. That is your gross total income. From this gross total income, when you deduct a general deduction under section 80, you get the total taxable income. See, first one, section 80C, two items are there. LIC premium 18,000, that is 10,000 plus 8,000, and tuition fees 10,000. Total of these two 28,000, right in the first amount column. Second one, section 80D, medical insurance premium paid 3,000. And next one, section 80G, donation to Mangalore University. If you want, inside the bracket write down without limit 100% deduction. Okay, 100% and without limit 10,000. And section 80 TTA, interest on bank SB account, maximum limit is 10,000 rupees. Total of these items amounts to rupees 51,000. When you deduct these deductions from gross total income, you get 3,57,400 as total taxable income. On this total taxable income, you have to calculate tax liability. Here, this total taxable income is less than 5 lakhs. That is why rebate under section 87A rupees 12,500 is applicable. That is, maximum limit is 12,500 rebate is applicable to him because the total income is less than 5 lakhs. See the computation of tax liability. Total taxable income 3,57,400. On first rupees 2,50,000 exempt from tax, that is nil because he is below the age 60 years. That is why up to 2,50,000 not taxable. And on balance 1,07,400, that is 3,57,400 minus 2,50,000. On balance 1,07,400 at 5%, that amounts to rupees 5,370. Here only 5,370 rupees he should pay as tax, but here his income is less than 5 lakh, rebate under section 87A is applicable. Maximum limit is 12,500, but his tax liability is only 5,370 rupees. So, this 5,370 rebate is applicable. His tax liability becomes nil at that time. So, no need to pay any tax because of this applicability of a rebate. This is the problem relating to Mr. Prakash. See the notes. Rebate under section 87A is available as total income is less than 5 lakhs. Second one, long-term capital gain from a sale of share in is exempt from income tax under section 10 subsection 38, and interest on post office SB account is exempt up to rupees 3,500 under section 10 subsection 15 clause 1. If he is a senior citizen, this one, that is SB account or this post office SB account can be deductible under section 80 TTB. Let us solve one problem relating to that also. In this session, let us stop here and solve another problem in the next session. Thank you.